So I'm a totally normal guy. I'm the normal one, maybe, if you want this. Yeah.
So Jurgen Klopp has been the Liverpool manager for 6 years now, and it's his 20th season in football management. So what better way to mark those two milestones than to sit down with the boss here at the Liverpool training ground and discuss his 20 years in management and also his life after football.
So, where do I sit?
How are we?
Good.
Good to see you.
Good.
Jurgen, how boss, all right?
Tell them where you want to go.
By the way, I'm only sweating because we have had staff football before. We won the game 5-2, but I'm still sweating. Sorry. That happens to all of you when you get in my age group.
Jurgen, firstly, thank you very much for taking the time to
You are welcome.
Just to kick things off, quick question for you. You'll Never Walk Alone has been a song at all of your clubs that you've been at. It's the intro song for them, and you've often used like analogies about boxing and Rocky Balboa. Yeah. So our question to you is, what would be your walkout song for a boxing fight if you were a boxer?
Yeah, Tiger probably.
Yeah?
Yeah, probably.
Would that get you hyped?
Yeah, I do. For me, it's pretty easy. I'm not so much in music, to be honest, but the anthem or whatever the song is played when boxers getting out, it's really intense. I like that, and it would be probably Eye of the Tiger.
Brilliant. So this season it marks your 20th in management. So congratulations on 20 years as a football manager. Can't be easy.
Survived.
So what is one piece of advice that you would give to yourself 20 years ago?
Don't worry, you will be fine. I didn't know that. Obviously, when you started as a coach, you have no idea how it will be, how long you're allowed to do it. And I always knew, especially the moment when I started doing it, that's the one thing I want to do for the rest of my working life. And so I was a little bit under pressure. And yeah, of course, when you have this kind of pressure and you don't know how long you are allowed, how successful you will be, then you worry in moments, of course, when you don't succeed and stuff like this. And so I would advise the young version of myself, be cool, everything will be fine.
So my next question was one thing that you would do differently, but I guess that's the answer there, that you would worry less.
No, I didn't worry that much. It was not like that. I was too much in the job, and got never a real reason from the clubs I worked for to worry about anything. Pretty quick, it was clear that obviously, surprisingly for myself as well, I have a proper skill set for the job, which you don't know when you start. I was a player on Sunday and coach on Monday, so it's not that I thought, oh my God, I planned not anything like that. I wanted to be a coach, but 3 years later. So in the second team of mine, that was the plan, to be involved in the coaching stuff then. And still a 3-year contract when I became a 2-year contract when I became a manager. So no, I didn't worry that much. No, what would I have changed? How it is, 1 or 2 lineups, or maybe. But before the game, I had a proper idea, and after the game, I thought, nah, that could have been different.
So, in your 20 years in management, one game that you wish you could relive but be in the stands for rather than on some
Barcelona, you see, it's Barcelona. I would love to watch this game from all different angles of the stadium, to be honest. So I know we've played finals and won finals and stuff like this, and it's great. And I became champion with Dortmund and got promoted with Mainz, which was absolutely insane. That would be probably my second game I would watch again, the last match day when we got promoted with Mainz against Trier. Because of the 2 years before we didn't make it for 1 point, 1 goal and stuff like this, so it was really tricky. It would be the other game, but the Barcelona game is the one game. I just don't think anybody will see it again. It was so rare, so special. The situation was so crazy difficult, and the boys made it happen. So yeah, that's a game I would wish to see.
So the 6 years that we're almost at of you being at Liverpool, is the one thing that surprised you about the Liverpool, as in the club, the city? It could be you were surprised in a positive way. One thing that you would maybe pinpoint.
The passion. I knew about it, but not about the extent of it. So the love for the club, like Liverpool FC is obviously a massive club, worldwide brand, stuff like this. But inside we are really small and in a good way. So really together. When you arrive I always thought when I've been at Mainz, I was a player and then a coach. So it means I never had to change anything. So I could wear the same clothes and nobody asked me to behave, I don't know, like I'm the manager. I was just, the day before I was a player, so why should I change? So that was pretty easy going. Then I go to Dortmund and thought I have to change, big club, stuff like this. In the beginning I wore jeans and a shirt on the sideline, just because I thought you cannot run around constantly like, I don't know, a tramp or whatever, like wearing a tracksuit and these kind of things. After 5 games or whatever, I thought, come on. So it's all fine. Go back to the tracksuit, all fine. And then you come to Liverpool and you start thinking again, what's now the case? But I was now obviously already grown up, matured, if you want, and didn't have to change again. So that's really nice, that you can be who you are, how you are, or can stay who you are, how you are, in such a massive club. So yes, was a surprise about that. Maybe not surprised, but really pleased.
So one player from the history of football, anytime either prior to your management or during your management, that you would like to have coached?
That's easy. It's easy. It's easy as well. It's Stevie. When we played in Sydney, a couple of years, 3 years ago, maybe, not sure, 3-4 years ago, and we, after season, didn't have a proper team, and we invited McManaman, Aga, Jamie Carragher, and Stevie. To be honest, I knew Liverpool and you saw them playing and stuff like this, of course, but quite a little bit advanced age group wise. They were all really good. I have to say they were all really good, but Stevie, what a player he still was then. I think he was already retired after he was probably our youth coach here. So incredible. Yes, Stevie and me together in the roles. He as the man on the pitch and me as a coach. That would have been nice. So yeah, it's Stevie.
Good answer.
Oh,
can't disagree with that
I would 6 years ago it would have been a different answer, but now I'm here and it is. I know him as a person and as a player, so that's now an easy answer.
So, one thing that you've learned as a manager during your 20 years that you've taken into the rest of your life, so not just into coaching, but you've taken it into the rest of your life, it's a transferable skill or something?
Don't take it too serious. I know it's important to all of us, but people make a massive fuss of football, so in a lot of moments where I think, come on, it's still a game. Don't forget that. And I know we get pushed in situations where it's like managers get sacked, everything, but I don't know. So many things happen in the world and in football as well. So I think very often, calm down. Don't take it too serious. It's still a game. And I knew that from the beginning, but meanwhile, I live it. So yeah, that's it.
Different topic slightly there. One rule that you would change in football. You've spoke about recently, you sort of said that things would be very different if people listened to you. So if you could change one rule in football, what would it be?
Oh, it's now in this moment, it's more how we use VAR. So it's just that this clear and obvious error, that's not right. Because what is a clear and obvious error? It's right or wrong, so you can see it. Yeah, the ref could see it maybe like this, like we have, and it's not about us, it's in general. So we have now a situation, there's a foul, and then the ref says, okay, play on. And then you see, for the whole world it's clear, no, it was a foul. But if the ref is clear and obvious in their understanding, I would change that immediately. Just the one in the office says, no, it was a foul, bam, foul, go back, free kick, penalty, whatever. Just for that, and it would make things so much easier, because now we have, everybody thinks it was a mistake by the ref, which is not a problem. That happens. The game is so quick. You have another guy in the office and sees it better, and now he says, no, I don't want to overrule him. Where's the problem? It's all about the right decision, nothing else. Yes, to delete this little phrase, clear and obvious error.
The problem is we've got to delete that from all the fans' memories as well, because it's something that all the fans always go back to and think of, no matter which way it's being sold. So it's a tricky one.
Yeah.
One thing that you're looking forward to after leaving management, obviously you've kind of spoken about after management and that you were kind of looking forward to it, and you were quite clear that you spoke about your career in working life. So what is the one thing that you're looking forward to most after your career in football?
Seeing the world just like that. It's easy, because I was a young father, average player. That means for seeing the world I had no time and no money. Then I started becoming a manager. I had immediately absolutely no time, a little bit more money. I mean, I could see the whole world, obviously, if I want to, but still have no time. So that's it. let me say it like this: when the season ends, then I could obviously travel much more in the summer, for example. When the season ends, I lie behind the finishing line, still deeply breathing after 100-meter race for the first 2-3 weeks. Let me say it like this: it's not that you go on holiday now. Come on, I want to see the world. Go there, have a look in that cathedral or whatever. So you just lie on some sunbed anywhere in the world, and for the first 2-3 weeks, and then usually you start already again. But it's fine. It's just have a look what's out there. That's it. But it's not. I'm pretty sure I'm the coach who is most often asked what he's doing after career. Yeah, will you do that? Will you go when it's Germany? Will you do this and that? What? I've still 3 years Liverpool. That's a long time actually in football, and I hope that we are as successful as somehow possible in that time here. And I'm not even with one toe in the period after my career. I'm fully here. I'm full of energy. I want to go as far as possible, and let's see where we can end up.
We're here today in the new training facility. It's still
Nice,
new
isn't
to
it?
most of us.
Yeah.
What is your, like, you know, you've been here back in 6 months, I say. What are your thoughts of it? How the move has gone? How the players adopted to it? And have you ever accidentally driven to Millwall rather than Kirkby?
Yeah, for me from Formby, it's pretty same. It's like one after the other, but it's it happened in the beginning, obviously once or twice, but it's still possible to find a way then. No, we adapted really well. It's a great place to be, absolutely great. Everything like we wanted it. Apart from COVID, U23 still cannot use everything here. That's a little bit of a shame. We sat here for up to 6-7 months. We are here now, I think, for 3-4 months in winter coats the whole year because we had to open all doors and it was pretty chilly. But it's all fine. The pitches are outstanding. That's the one thing I would like. When I had a time machine, go back, play the games I played with the balls we have today, with the pitches we have today, with the boots we have today, because that was 20-25 years ago. It was completely different. And just have a look how my football would have looked then. I'm not sure it would have improved a lot, but a little bit at least. And so we have here perfect circumstances for. So this Kirkby will never be, or the AXA will never be an excuse for any game we lose in the future. It's all fine. We just have to use it in the right way.
Thank you very much to Liverpool and to Jurgen for his time today. Absolute pleasure to speak with the boss. If you like the interview, you like what we do here at This Is Anfield as we mark our 20th year as a Liverpool website, then give us a like, give us a subscribe and check out the website.